Welcome to the Embodied Emppath Podcast, the space where sensitive, intuitive women learn to regulate their nervous system, heal anxiety, and live with grounded confidence. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren. Let's begin. Have you ever told yourself, why can't I just stop thinking about this? You replay that conversation over and over. You analyze what you said. You imagine what could happen next, and you try to figure it out. You try to fix it or control it. And the more you think, the harder it is to stop. And then there's that layer of frustration. I know I'm overthinking, so why am I still doing it? If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not overthinking because something's wrong with you. You're overthinking because your nervous system is trying to protect you. Welcome back to the Embodied Emppath Podcast. I'm Valerie, and today we're going to talk about what's really happening underneath overthinking and how to calm it without trying to control your mind. So, overthinking isn't just thinking too much. It's a regulation strategy. Your brain is trying to create safety, first by predicting, planning, analyzing, replaying, and preparing. It's scanning for the potential threat so you can stay one step ahead. And that's not a flaw, it's your survival intelligence. So when your nervous system perceives uncertainty or potential threat, the amygdala becomes activated. The amygdala's job is simple: detect danger and keep you safe. But here's the key. It doesn't just respond to physical danger. It responds to the emotional and social threat too. So things like, did I say that wrong? What if they're upset with me? What if I made a mistake? What if something goes wrong? When the amygdala activates, it signals the body. Something needs attention. Then your thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, it steps in to solve it. So it starts looping. So what happened? What does it mean? What should I do? But because the threat isn't clear or resolvable, the loop doesn't close. And that is overthinking. So us empaths, we kind of get stuck in these loops a little bit more easily. Empaths are highly attuned to the subtle cues, the tonal shifts of somebody, facial expressions, that energy, you can feel the energy shift or change, and that unspoken tension. Your nervous system is constantly picking up information. And because you feel things deeply, your brain tries to make sense of everything. So overthinking becomes a way to understand people, also maintaining this connection. Preventing conflict is a big one, and avoiding making mistakes. It also helps you stay emotionally safe. So it's not random, it's very patterned. And if you've lived in environments where things felt unpredictable, your nervous system just learned to stay alert. This is called hypervigilance. Not panic, but constant scanning. Watching, noticing, tracking. Overthinking is the cognitive version of that. So instead of scanning the environment, you scan your thoughts, your conversations, your decisions, your relationships, and always asking, is everything okay? So this is where most people get stuck. They try to shut it down. Just stop thinking, calm down, don't go there, right? You always tell yourself, all right, that's enough, and try to stop the thinking. But overthinking isn't coming from your conscious mind. It's coming from a dysregulated nervous system. So when you try to force your mind to stop, your body actually feels less safe. And the thoughts increase. Ever notice that? That's because your system is still activated. So, overthinking is often a signal of this uncertainty or lack of safety. It also comes from unprocessed emotion, nervous system activation, and your body isn't asking for more thinking, it's just asking for regulation. So I want you to notice when you get into the overthinking loops, how does your body actually feel in that moment? So pause and take note of that this week. What's actually happening within my body when I'm in the overthinking mode? Okay, so now we're going to do a somatic practice. This is going to help us interrupt that loop through the body somatics. So go ahead and find a comfortable place. Now, again, please, the somatic practices are to be done while we are sitting in a comfortable place, a safe place, not driving our vehicles. So let's shift out of the mind and into the body. So let's go ahead and sit comfortably. You can place both feet on the ground so you feel that connection to the earth. And then gently press your feet into the floor. Feel that contact. Look around the room. Now, name 3 things you can see. Okay, good. Now bring your attention to your breath. Inhale slowly through your nose. And exhale. The longer you inhale, so exhale is longer than the inhale. And again, inhale. Nice and easy, and exhale out. And then silently say to yourself, I don't have to solve this right now. And just pause and then feel what's happening in your body. Even if your thoughts are still there, notice if your body feels even slightly different. That's the doorway. This is a practice, this is mindfulness. And mindfulness helps bring attention and awareness back to the body. That's what mindfulness is. So when we're having the overthinking loops, the best way to kind of regulate the nervous system is bring it to the breath. Now, we did a grounding practice in the beginning where I had you feel the feet on the earth, super important, and just noticing and bringing awareness to your area where you were. That helps you feel grounded. So find something that helps ground you. And then once you feel grounded, you can do a breath exercise. So breathing in for the count of 4 and breathing out for the count of 6. And you can count your breath lengths as you go. So as you breathe in, count 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you breathe out, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that helps you keep out of the loop. So the overthinking loop might be there still, but you're bringing awareness into the breath. And as you bring awareness into the breath, you're now calming the nervous system. And I want you just to notice, are the thoughts diminishing a bit? Are they not as strong? Maybe they're gone altogether after a couple of rounds of breathing. So just take a note what's happening when you do that this week. And just to know that the goal is not to eliminate the overthinking. I mean, we're humans. We're not going to get rid of our thoughts. It's just to understand it, to recognize it. This is my nervous system trying to protect me. Rather than shaming yourself or getting upset that you're overthinking, I want you to give compassion and love to yourself. And instead of following every thought, just come back to the body. Bring in that mindful breathing. Because safety isn't created through thinking. It's created through regulation. So over time, as your nervous system becomes more regulated, you'll notice your thoughts might slow down, the loops don't last as long, and you don't feel pulled into every scenario. You start trusting yourself a bit more. Again, not because you're forced. You didn't force your mind to change. It's because your body just starts feeling safer. So if you've been stuck in overthinking lately, don't worry, you're not too much. Your system is just trying to keep you safe in the way it knows how. And now you're learning a new way. So if this episode resonated, go ahead and share it with someone who lives in their head too. And you can also subscribe so we can keep going deeper together. You can go to my website, valerielundgren.co, and download your free nervous system PDF. You don't have to think your way to safety. Your body already knows the way. I'll see you in the next episode. This episode supported you. Share it with another empath who needs it. And if you're ready for deeper work, somatic coaching, nervous system healing, or my Embodied Reset program, just visit mindfulwellness.me. Your healing is not a solo journey. See you next week.